What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. And on this glorious April 22nd, 2018, I bring to you my daily views, playoff edition. Everything concerning the NBA, the schedule, my picks, and the reasons why. To support your boy, just type in JMVOL or just my views on life into the search bar on youtube.com. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. Now about last night. We start off with the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Miami Heat. In the last game, Joel Embiid, the phantom of the process, had made his playoff debut, and a fantastic debut it was. It was way too much for the Miami Heat to counter, especially with Hassan Whiteside, their $100 million man, sucking, and complaining to the media that it's not his fault and he wants more minutes. Like I've said all along, the Miami Heat just have absolutely no answers for Ben Simmons on the defensive end. He just can't be guarded by anybody in a Miami Heat jersey. Now that you got the phantom of the process back in tow, I don't see any answers or any hopes of winning this series for the Miami Heat. But what would they do on their own home floor for Game 4? The Miami Heat were desperate for a victory to tie up the series to two games apiece. And I'm here to tell you that these boys came out to play. Not only that, the 76ers came out to play. Both teams played extremely hard and extremely well, except for the turnovers by the 76ers, which eventually did them in. But a lot of them weren't just careless turnovers. They were caused by stout defensive play, desperate acts of the Miami Heat on their home floor. The energy was overflowing. They took it to them right from the get-go. It was a back and forth game. I absolutely loved it. The competitive juices were flowing. The crowd was in it the entire game. Everyone from the superstars to the role players was stepped up, making huge plays. I mean, JJ Redick, I mean, he's not a role player, but he's not a superstar. But this guy, he led the team in scoring. 24 points in 34 minutes. Hit a crucial jumper on the baseline in the last seconds of the game. Ben Simmons shot like 62% from the field, 8 for 13 for 17 points, 10 assists, 13 rebounds. Yes, that's the triple-double. Throw in 4 steals, and it almost counteracts the 7 turnovers because that was horrendous. The first rookie in the NBA in 38 years. You heard that right, in 38 years, since my main man, Magic Irving Johnson from my Los Angeles Lakers. The first rookie in the NBA to get a triple-double in the postseason. This guy has been phenomenal. I know I've been saying James Johnson can't guard him or anybody else on the Miami Heat team, but he did an admirable job today. Besides all the mean mugging and trying to intimidate people and all the other nonsense, ain't nobody finna fight in the NBA. Ain't nobody trying to get suspended for 15 games. He shot about 40%, went going 5 of 12 from the field. He had 15 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 rebounds. The guy filled up the stat sheet and only had 3 turnovers. So he did an admirable job of trying to, do my finger quotes, stop this guy, Ben Simmons. Josh Richardson for the Heat played some hellified defense, but he only had 10 points in 35 minutes. That's absolutely not good enough. But like I said, he had 5 rebounds, 7 assists, almost had the triple-double. How did he almost have a triple-double? Because 5 rebounds ain't enough. He had 7 steals. Who in the hell has 7 steals in a basketball game? Was this guy Scottie Pippen? Who is this guy? When his contract is up, he's going to get paid. He is going to get paid if he continues to show this much improvement. Goran Dragic was above average, better than solid. 9 of 19 shooting, that's almost 50%. Had 20 points, But the problem is he had 5 huge, gigantic turnovers, and a good assist to turnover ratio is 3-1. So he would have had to have 15 assists to counteract those 5 turnovers. He only had 3. That is not going to help. That's not going to do it. Kelly Olynyk played 9 minutes at 0 points. Come on, son. Tyler Johnson started the game 13 minutes, had 0 points. What, man? Hassan Whiteside finally decided to join the party. 26 minutes. He shot 66% from the field, had 13 big-time points, 13 rebounds, but he had 4 turnovers and only 1 block. That is not going to get it done. Father Prime, Dwayne Wade almost saved the day again with the heroics. Shot about 47% from the field, 25 points in 26 minutes. He's a scoring machine. He led the team in scoring. This guy was awesome and fantastic with 3 steals, 1 assist, 3 rebounds, and only 2 turnovers. The guy was fantastic. He just needed someone else to step up and help him. Come on, Kelly Olynyk. Come on, Tyler Johnson. Come on, Justice Winslow. He's a first-round draft pick from Duke University. You in the game with 7 points in 20 minutes? That's not going to get it done. Joel Embiid didn't even have a monster game. He played 31 minutes. The guy shot 2 of 11 from the field. That's 18%. What the? He shot 18% from the field. He's just bricking left and right, getting his shot blocked and rejected. And when he wasn't getting it rejected, even though he ended up with 14 points, which is reasonable, not when you're a superstar, but it's reasonable for 31 minutes of play. When he wasn't getting his shot blocked and rejected, he was throwing it away with 8 huge turnovers. What? How in the hell do you have 8 You lead the league in turnovers. Well, not the league, but your team. And then Ben Simmons, the other part of the dynamic duo, he had 7 turnovers. Wow, how they won this game, I do not know. It's because all those non-contributing members of the Miami Heat. Father Prime, you need some help. You need a little bit of help. Just somebody to step up and just give you a few more buckets. Fantastic performance. Fantastic game. Philadelphia 76ers go up 3-1. 106 to 102 over the Miami Heat. Then we had game 4, the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Portland Trail Blazers. I told you guys from the get-go before the series really got going that the Blazers had no chance of defeating playoff Rondo, all-world, all-NBA, all-galaxy, Anthony Davis, the Brow, new superstar in waiting, Drew Holiday, moved from the point guard position to the shooting guard position with the acquisition of Rondo, and the fantastic steal of Nikola Mirotic from the Chicago Bulls, forming a semi-big 4. There's no way you can't compete with that. With Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Yusuf Nurkic, and nobody else. Come on, son. It's a wrap from the get-go. What I didn't know is that how much Damian Lillard would struggle through this entire series, as short as it was. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Dame Dollar at all. He did shoot about 43%. That needs to be a little bit higher. He played 45 minutes. Only had 19 points. You would expect, as a superstar as he is, to get a few more buckets than that. Around 25. Especially in what could be a closeout game, as it turned out to be. But CJ McCollum, he took 22 shots. Damian Lillard only took 16 shots. And Damian Lillard is a point guard. So you're supposed to get other people open, get them in the right position to succeed and score. And he did that. CJ McCollum shot like 75%, maybe closer to 71% from the field. Had 38 huge points. I'm not mad at Damian Lillard at all. Aminu stepped up. He shot 55% from the field, 5-11 from three-point land, 27 huge, gigantic points. So Damian Lillard did exactly what a point guard is supposed to do. Supplement your team scoring, find people, get them into the role so they can be successful. Even Evan Turner decided to show up. He said, this is going to be the last game of the year. I got to show up for this one. He shot 50% from the field, added 15 big-time points. The whole starting lineup was in double figures. The problem was that their bench was non-existent and horrific. These guys were hot garbage. Hot, scintillating garbage. Ed Davis, 1 point, 13 minutes. Zach Collins, 14 minutes, 2 points. Wade Baldwin the fourth, 8 minutes, 3 points. Pat Connaughton, 0 points in 10 minutes. What the man, if you don't, man, listen. I'm not mad at Damian Lillard at all. I'm not mad at all. What I'm concerned with is the coaching decision. These DMBs did not play coaching decision. Caleb Swanigan, Layman, Miles Leonard, Shabazz Napier, the backup point guard, got no minutes. How has he been an integral part of your team the entire season and been extremely productive, and you don't give this guy 0 minutes in a closeout game? You gave him 0 minutes? That's horrible coaching. That's horrible coaching, to lose faith in your players. You've got to stay the course. If you don't stay the course, that means the course that you were on was wrong. Why in the hell were you on that course the entire season if you have no faith in it? If you have no faith in it now, why did you have them running that course the entire season? Why weren't you playing Shabazz Napier no minutes the entire season? Don't make any sense. Terrible coaching, common sense. Common sense. If I've been doing this same thing, we've been successful with it. That's how we made it into the playoffs. Why in the hell would I all of a sudden change it now? It's not going to work. That's why y'all got put out the damn playoffs. That's why y'all got swept. It's a despicable series, if you could call it that. Playoff Rondo, 35 minutes, 7 points, 16 assists to 2 turnovers. That's 8-1. That's playoff Rondo. 7 rebounds. Nikola Mirotic, 41 minutes, 10 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 1 assist, 11 rebounds. Drew Holiday, 41 superstar points, 8 assists. The guy did have a ridiculous 7 turnovers, but playing all the minutes starts to wear you down after a bit. I guess that's why they wanted to get the series over with, so they could go home and rest and prepare for their likely competitor, the Golden State Warriors. Then you got all-world, all-NBA, all-galaxy Anthony Davis, 39 minutes of play, 60%, over 60% from the field, 15 of 17 from the free throw line. That is clutch. The man had 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 blocks, and only 2 turnovers in 39 minutes, plus 47 all-world points. Portland Trailblazers get swept in the final game, 123-131 by the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's get it. Then we had the Utah Jazz, my pick to go on to the NBA Finals and win it all, versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. The last game featured a fantastic performance by my pick for Rookie of the Year, not co-rookie, but Rookie of the Year, Donovan Mitchell. He did it all for them, including scoring and clutch moments, and a fantastic all-around game by the entire team of the Utah Jazz. OKC had no answers. I figured everything would continue to go the same. Playoff P is not going to hit 8 out of 11 three-pointers to get them a victory again, even with the terrible play of Russell Westbrook. It's just not going to happen. Utah Jazz are clicking on offense and defense. It's just too much for the Oklahoma City Thunder. For this game, I think I'm going to go a different route. I think it's quite obvious, even though I actually said it before the series started, exactly what was going to happen, what would be the outcome of the series. But I'm going to talk about something a little bit different, because we know what happened during this game. We know what happened and the reasons why they lost this game. They being the OKC Thunder. Carmelo Anthony, people have been hating on Carmelo Anthony, say he's the weak link of the big three. Actually, I think it's a big 3.5 or a big 4, because Steven Adams plays some hell of a basketball whenever he's given the opportunity to. But he gets so very few looks, and he's so efficient, it doesn't make sense But it all starts with the point guard play. I'm not going to get it back. I'm not going to get into that right now. Carmelo Anthony went 60% from the field, 6 of 10 in 31 minutes, had 14 big-time points, 3 steals, saying that man don't play no defense. He had 4 rebounds. But the important thing was he had 0 turnovers. He wasn't giving the ball away. Corey Brewer is brought in there mainly for defensive purposes. He had 9 points in 28 minutes, shot 50% from the field. He only took 6 shots. I don't know why he only got 6 shots. Okay, he had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, and only had 1 turnover. That's not bad, 28 minutes, and he's not even a point guard. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Paul George, 40 minutes, 7 of 16 from the field. It's about 45%. I had 3 assists, 2 steals. This guy had 3 turnovers. That's not good. That is not good. He's supposed to have 3-to-1 turnover ratio. Hey, I understand, man. Hey, I know why. So I'm not mad at you. We still want you in that purple and gold. 23 points in 40 minutes. He only got 16 shots. He's supposed to be the superstar on the team. That's your scoring, your go-to guy. That's what he's supposed to be, your go-to guy. Carmelo Anthony's supposed to be a scoring machine, even though he's supposed to be a defensive liability. How does he only get 10 shots? That doesn't make sense. If you got a guy that you say can only play offense, why is he only getting 10 shots? Why is Paul George only getting 16 shots? Steven Adams only got 6 shots. 10 shots went to Raymond Felton from off the bench. He shot 50%, 5 of 10. And then we got, wait a minute, he had 14 points. Here's the reason why. Your point guard, Russell Statbrook, I didn't come up with that. I saw that in some of the comments. Russell Statbrook, this guy shot 5 of 17. 5 of 17. That's like 29%. That's outrageous. 1 of 4 from three-point land. He only had 14 points in 37 minutes. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he had 11 rebounds and 9 assists and 2 steals. He almost had a quadruple-double. You say, how did he almost have a quadruple-double? 14 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. That's like a triple. No, he had 8 turnovers. He had 8 turnovers. He almost had more than the rest of the team. The rest of the team had 9 turnovers. He had 8. That's outrageous. As a point guard, are you serious? And you expect to win games? What is this, on 2K? No, sir. Not in the NBA. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't win with him. And they call KD a snake. What? Man. Oh, my God. Then you have the Jazz players. Even scoring. Team ball. Concepts foreign to Russell Westbrook. The Oklahoma City Thunder. Derek Favors had 11. Joe Ingles had 21. Rudy Gobert had 18. He's supposed to be a potential defensive player of the year. And this guy had 18 big-time points. Steven Adams can't get no more shots? He took more shots than Steven Adams. He took 8. Jesus. Donovan Mitchell, my rookie of the year. 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He had 5 turnovers, but he is a rookie. It's going to happen, especially in these clutch moments. But he did shoot like 45%, 22 points, had a plus 15 and a plus or minus. That's even scoring. You say, well, what about the starting point guard? Who was that? It was Ricky Rubio. Said that man can't shoot. The man went 9 of 18, 50%, 37 minutes, had 26 points, outscoring last year's MVP. Had 11 rebounds and 10 assists. Whoa! Ricky Rubio had a triple-double. That's a real triple-double. That is a real triple-double. Not stat padding. That's a real triple-double. Getting everybody else involved in the game. Taking the shots when they're made available to you. They're just leaving them open. Paul George just kept leaving this guy. Man, when they switched off, Russell Westbrook kept leaving this guy. His defensive awareness has got to be like 0. It's not that bad. But man, it's got to be pretty low on 2K. I don't play 2K anymore. Man, these boys are going to get swept. Thank you, Russell Westbrook. Thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I am not mad at you. You mad, bro? No, sir. I am not mad. I am happy. I am glad. Because I am a lifelong Laker. And we want Paul George to come on home. We want him to come on home. Wear that purple and gold in this offseason. He got to be fed up with this. Who wouldn't be? Paul George is a superstar. He's like, hell, we're going to get put out in the first round. I can go do that with the Lakers. Shit, they almost made it to the playoffs this year. We barely made it in. And we finna get swept. Well, not swept, but should have been swept. Man, except for that fantastic performance by him. Man, Oklahoma City Thunder, they lose 102 to 115 to go down 2-1 to the Utah Jazz. Now on for tonight, or actually for right now, because the Boston Celtics are already playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Boston leads the series 2-1 after that fantastic performance, the first performance of Eric Bledsoe in the series. I think he just found out that they made the playoffs. I guess he was still stuck in Phoenix Sun mode. He was like, oh man, I didn't know we made the playoffs. Oh, well, maybe I should stop letting Terry Rozier kill me. Oh, who is that again? Yeah, he found out. He knew exactly who he was. Exactly what they thought they were. But right now, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 1 point in the fourth quarter over the Boston Celtics. If Milwaukee loses this game and the Celtics go up 3-1, the series is over. The series is over. It's over. It's over. No Brad Stevens team is going to lose 3 games straight to the Milwaukee Bucks. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't lose with them. Brad Stevens is a winner. Since the game is tight, I would have to expect the Boston Celtics to pull this out barring any injuries because they're just better coached. The interim coach for the Bucks, he don't want it. This guy makes bad decisions. They barely won last game because they finally let Jabari Parker play again. And Thon Maker got a DNP the other day. It's outrageous. It's ridiculous. I expect Boston Celtics to win this game and go up 3-1. Then we got the Toronto Raptors with the Washington Wizards. The Wizards went home and felt good with that home cooking. The Toronto Raptors played fairly well except for Serge Ibaka. He was not easy. He was a non-factor. He went missing. He was terrible. Hot garbage, and that's why the Washington Wizards won. They were clicking on all cylinders except for Otto Porter Jr. He is still missing. Someone please help this guy. Come on. Got paid $100 million. 100. And this is the performance you put out? Averaging like 9 points a game. Are you serious? It's hard to make a call in this game because Toronto, once they leave Canada, once they leave Toronto, man, these guys, who knows what Toronto Raptors you're going to get. I guess Serge Ibaka really likes it up there, and I don't know. I guess he left this game with him. He didn't pack it. He didn't pack it on the team flight. But, man, this game could go either way. But I just don't see how Serge Ibaka is going to continue to suck for that one game and going to suck it for. I just don't see that happening. And I don't see Bradley Beal and John Wall both going off at the same damn time. Come on. Again for this game. So I think it's going to be very, very close. But, man, I can't call it. I can't call it. You know what? I think Toronto's going to pull out this victory. I think they're going to pull it out. I think they had a wake-up call that last game. I think they're going to go ahead and pull it out due to the bench play and the better play of Serge Ibaka. And then we've got to end off the night, Golden State Warriors versus the San Antonio Spurs. If Kevin Durant is healthy and healed up from the minor ankle sprain, I'm saying minor because it's not my foot, man. And if Sean Livingston is also healed up from his minor ankle injury, Spurs have, before I go into this, I'll go ahead and finish this before I say what I got to say. But the Spurs have no chance of winning. I mean, they just have no chance of it. They just can't consistently generate enough points on offense to beat the Golden State Warriors, even without Steph Curry. I look for them to finish the sweep tonight. Now, what I was going to say is, hearts, condolences go out to the Popovich family and everyone who had contact with Erin Popovich. She was the wife of Coach Greg Popovich for over 4 decades. Fantastic relationship. Had a lot of Great interaction with players and coaches around the NBA. Our heartfelt condolences go out to the Popovich family. He is away from this game as well to grieve for his wife, who is battling serious health conditions for the last few years. Our prayers are with the Popovich family. There you have it. Those have been my views. As always, type in JMVOL or just my views on life to the search bar or on youtube.com. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video, so you don't miss nothing. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this video with all your friends, your family, your neighbors, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your BFFs forever, bosses, followers, and your fans. The brand new video, The Kyrie Saga, is available to watch. I love making it. It was well worth the wait, in my opinion. You will enjoy it. I promise you that. It will play right after this video, so stay tuned for that. I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy it. Really and truly appreciate it. Leave all your interesting comments right down below, especially the ones where you disagree with everything that I just said. And then subscribe so you don't miss any of the newest and latest views.